Good day, everyone. Ali is here from Safi Financial Network. Today is October 23rd, 2023. Here is another daily analysis. All right, so we had kind of like a positive day today, not a bad volume at all. So volume was 85 million, which is not bad for SPY, which is S&P 500 ETF. A market went down, so futures market open up here, the gap down, and then coming all the way down to here, just below this previous pivot. So right now we are hitting new low in October timeframe. However, still we are in this demand area, so that's why we're not surprised at all. So based on weekly analysis and based on previous analysis that I provided, it was one of our scenario that probably market just stretched down a bit to hunt all those stop losses here. However, we know that we are in a very, very important weekly pivot, even monthly pivot, if it goes all the way down to here. So all in all, when I see this, I should say if market hold up pretty well, so that would be kind of like a stop hunting in this level, and it's kind of like a double bottom formation or kind of like a W pattern if we stretch up above this pivotal point. So that's very, very important. Again, on a weekly analysis, I just brought up this, and I just mentioned that we had a previous rebound in 2022. This is kind of like a May time frame. We had this bullish consolidation, but sharp sell-off coming down, hit new low. But right after that, we had a very, very strong rally to the upside. So this is kind of like a very, very similar. We have a bullish consolidation here. Market just stretched down all the way down there. So last week we had option expiry for months of October. Everything would be just the institution game planning. And this week we have lots of earnings coming. Again, tomorrow we will have lots of earnings for big techies, Microsoft, Amazon, Google, and Meta. All are coming this week. So starting tomorrow, following by Tuesday and Thursday. So buckle up, lots of volatilities coming down the road, but S&P 500, I should say, is forming pretty nice a doji bar, pretty nice doji. So we need to have a follow through to the upside. If we have a green bar tomorrow, or at least like a strong green bar tomorrow, I should say market probably forms a multi-weeks opportunity for a long position. Even it can go above this and hit this 44.30. But if market just break down this level, especially 41.64, I should say 4100 is coming down the road. We are just getting all the way down to here to this wide range bar and getting into this consolidation, which is multi-weeks consolidation. So again, this week price action is very, very important. We need to see how markets reacting to this level. Moving on to Nasdaq, which was kind of like positive today. Nasdaq ended up pretty nicely positive. This is a 2 hours chart, as you see here. Let me go to daily chart first, and then we can come back to smaller time frame. So Nasdaq, the same price action coming all the way down to here to this demand area. And as you see here, 14,196 to 14,462 is kind of like a demand area, pretty nice demand area. And market just getting deeper, just to stop hunting these guys, and then getting back to this demand area. Still better shape compared to S&P 500. If we have another follow through tomorrow, then we should see bottom is there. At least for a short period, we can see a rally all the way up to this trend line, which is kind of like a 15,000 area, 15,100. But if we get below this, and I should say sharp sell-off even tomorrow or this week, can go all the way down to here, which is kind of like a 13,600 to 13,500, which is coming to the next demand area. So just buckle up. Still, I'm kind of like a positive. I think that October timeframe is pretty volatile. Everyone is just betting on a bullish November and December, which I think they may be right, but not that bullish that they expected. But again, weekly time frame is pretty bullish for Nasdaq as well. So we will see how pattern is forming. So this is pretty nice bullish consolidation in a weekly chart or even monthly chart. If you just look at the chart, not about price action, but daily is pretty wacky and volatile. So this is kind of like nature of September and also October. Moving on to US 30, which is Dow Jones, kind of like a weak price action today compared to the other ones. Dow had like a positive day as positive hours today, but just the sellers took control and sold off all the way to here. Still working out on this level. However, I should say Dow had a worse price action compared to the other two, but you see that here is not a lower low. This is kind of like a higher low. So Dow, I know that the price action, daily price action was weaker, but pattern-wise, it works better because it just show higher low. And that's very, very interesting because when we see something like this, especially MACD, RSI, stochastic, all momentums are pretty ready, I should say, for a bullish price action to get back to the bullish momentum to the upside. And if we get above this pivotal point, I should say 35,000 is coming down the road. Again, lots of volatility, so don't get me wrong. It's not going to be an easy way, but if it gets there, I should say, that's going to be very, very, I should say, surprising for lots of people. Moving on to individual names, starting with yield. Yield is coming down today, a third consecutive down day. So yield is getting ready to another pivotal point. Important pivotal point is coming, 4.92. If we get below this, the next one is going to be 4.76. But if we get below this, I should say it's going to sharp sell off all the way to 4.25. So look at the yield. Bond yield is going like slowly up. It takes stairs to the upside, but it takes elevator to coming down. So just be careful. Again, this is going to be another exhaustive channel, upward channel. But if we get below this, and if we broke below this, even sometimes it doesn't have a pullback, it's just a sharp sell-off coming down. So we don't know what kind of like catalyst or economic data is coming because everyone is expecting for the reserve still keep the rate as is. But if there is a surprise to the market or any like economic data or fundamental data, so that could be a catalyst to going all the way down to here. TLT on the other side, it was pretty oversold, monthly chart, weekly chart, and we had a nice major reaction to the upside. Even after hours, it goes another 10 cents up, closed above 84.35. So not a bad price action. This is kind of like if we get a 1 day or two, even 3 days to the upside, but again, getting back to the lower low. So as long as we are below this pivot, which is 88.89, this is in bear trend. If we get above this, a pullback could be a buying opportunity to this level. Then we should see this W pattern forms with a nice divergence in the monthly chart, 84 to 82. That's the reversal area that I was expecting long time ago based on the monthly chart. So we can plan on this. But for 1 day, 2 days, positive day doesn't mean that this one is getting back to the bullish momentum or bottom is there. It's to be honest, oversold. In any time frame, if you want to say this is pretty oversold. So knee-jerk reaction to the upside could be foreseeable. Gold coming down, $8.25. If you haven't watched my video on gold, make sure watch that video because that's pretty interesting. I mentioned that one in my gold analysis, that gold had a very, very fantastic move to the upside, especially last 20 days, I should say last 3 weeks. And then this demand area broke these important pivots to the upside. So this is pretty fresh area. So market can go down, gold can go down here for a nice buying opportunity. So if it goes there to 1907 to 1940, that would be kind of like the buying area and we should see a reversal. Reversal in that area and trigger to the upside could be another bullish momentum for gold, which is coming along with Dixie and bond yield. So because they are coming down. US crude coming down today sharply, 3% to the downside. Still holding up this $85-ish area, but if it goes below this wide range bar, middle wide range bar, it can go all the way down to here to sub $80 for a decisive bottom there. So I should say this is a very, very good potential for buying opportunity. I'm just waiting for this, even stretching down to this area. Nothing would be changed in a bigger picture, but that would be great buying opportunity. VIX is coming down 6% today. Pretty volatile price action. I should say VIX is kind of like a leading indicator for now for top. So this is a top. This means stock market is pretty close to the bottom. We are just getting to these sell zones. And as you see here, whenever VIX is getting there, sellers took control and smash the price to the downside. Right now, VIX is 20, and in the morning it was 23. So just imagine more than 6% to the downside. Even from the top to the low, it's kind of like a more than 15% to the downside. Pretty volatile price action. DXY coming down, coming along with yield, and it is kind of like a forming very, very nice lower high. And if it gets below this, I should say DXY is coming down all the way to 103, 104. And it pulled back, sellers to control to 102. So still, it's going to be in a bullish momentum because this is a broken trend line, just on a back test here. But I'm not sure if we have like any pullback, then another selling opportunity. I should say DXY is kind of like a leading indicator to the downside for weaker dollar. Moving on to technology, starting with Magnificent 7. So this is pretty nice chart. I just added NVIDIA and Tesla to our Magma indicator, making Magnificent 7. Right now, we are just nicely here in this area. This is pretty important. And I should say, as long as we are above this area, so we should have a bullish bias or momentum to the upside. If it gets below this, kind of like likely getting to the downside. So we'll see how it goes. Moving on to Apple, positive today. It was negative early session, but carved out nicely. So Apple is just forming kind of like, I don't like this pattern, but still it's kind of like a lower, higher low. And we should see how Apple is forming. As long as we are above this pivotal point, should be a positive. Amazon, $1.39 up, not a bad price action. Meta, $5.36 up, not a bad price action. Microsoft, earning tomorrow, I believe, $2.65. So pretty nice bullish consolidation here. Microsoft after hours tomorrow can heat up to the upside, I should say. Google, this one is coming tomorrow as well, earning. Not a bad price action, 90 cents to the upside. Google can hit the Nasdaq and also technology to the upside as well. I should say this can surprise the market. Netflix, a $5.88 up, not a bad price action at all. Tesla, kind of like reacting to this area. So as I said, 207 is important, like a minor support. The better area for buying opportunity is going to be 178 to 189. If you haven't seen my Tesla video, make sure watch that one. It's pretty useful. I just came up with the analysis last weekend. SMH, semiconductors, are coming up today, so 50 cents up. Hold up this pivotal point. Still, this area could be a great buying opportunity. Stocks on the other side, Doji bar, $2.60 down. It can go another stretch down to here, accelerate down some to here. That would be a good buying opportunity as well. Taiwan Semiconductor, 20 cents down. AMD, it's heading to the downside. AMD, it's not a good pattern. So $100 still holding up this pattern, but AMD needs to get back, because if this is a reverse head and shoulder, AMD needs to have a good, strong, positive move. Tomorrow or by end of this week, we should just hold up this pivotal point first, and then we should see strong momentum to the upside. So we will see how it goes with AMD. NVIDIA, $15.88 up. Pretty good reaction to this neckline. Still not sure if this is a head and shoulder, but if it triggers to the downside, that would be very, very nice buying opportunity, somewhere around 350 to 300 area. Still holding up this neckline as well. Texas Instrument, $1.49 down. Again, not a good price action for Texas Instrument. This one is going down, capitulation for this stock, 100%. Lam Research, 77 cents down. Still there's going to be a small demand area here, but the better chance is going to be 500 to 524. Moving on to financials, which was positive early session, but coming down sharply. Still, XLF can hit this demand area. KBE, large cap bank ETF, still is in demand area. So I should say again, next day or two, we should see some reaction to these names. KRE coming down 15 cents, JP Morgan dollar, 95 cents down. JP Morgan is in danger of losing this pivot. And if it goes down, it can go all the way down to here. Goldman Sachs, 83 cents down today. Bank of America, 74 cents down. This one is sharp sell-off. So still in this demand area, but I'm not sure if it holds it because the last reaction was not that strong. Wells Fargo, 79 cents down. This one can go all the way down to $37 to $38. Moving on to GoldMiners, which was pretty interesting. So this is GDX and reacting to this trend line, broken trend line nicely, going back up. We need to have a consolidation. If it consolidates here, this means lots of bullish momentum is coming for GoldMiners. It can go all the way up to here. GDXJ, the same pattern. It's coming down, but trend line is not there. So trend line, we are just consolidating below trend line. This means juniors are not doing good. So big caps or big mining sectors, big stocks are leading for now. AEM, 41 cents up. Good price action. Newmont, this one is coming down again to this small demand area for buying opportunity, reacting nicely. 36 cents down, not a bad price action. Franco-Nevada, positive. This one is pretty good. So as I said, big miners are doing well. So Franco-Nevada positive today, 39 cents. Gold Barrick, not a bad price action at all, 34 cents up. So we'll see how it goes. XLE, which is a Spider Energy, they're coming down today sharply, $1.46 down. XOP, $2.19 down. They can go more downside. So don't be surprised if they are heading to the downside. Crude can go down, they can go down as well. OIH at $2.02 down, Exxon $1.63 down, and Chevron $6.15 down. Pretty sharp sell-off for Chevron. Look at this one, gap, and then 3%, 3.69% to the downside. Very, very choppy, to be honest. Chevron doesn't have a good chart at all. So again, earnings coming, so just be careful. Tomorrow we'll have a volatile day. For next 3 days, we will have very, very volatile days. Buckle up, stay tuned, and follow our channel because we will have more analysis. Tomorrow is coming as well. Have a wonderful day. See you on the chart. Bye-bye.